Hey guys, Joe Meulemans, Senior Landscape Designer with Zeeland Nursery. I want to show you a couple tips on pruning today, and pruning on boxwoods. And the techniques that I'm going to show you are a renewal pruning and selective pruning with shaping on it. This is a technique that is great for boxwoods and almost all deciduous or leafy plants. The only other evergreen that responds to this is Japanese spreading yews. So I'm going to start first of all by doing a complete renewal pruning. So I'm going to take this boxwood. These have been in about 10 years roughly. They've never been pruned. And I'm going to cut it down. And I'm going to cut it down to, say, somewhere between 4 and 8 inches off the ground. And it will grow back. A lot of customers are very afraid when I tell them that we're going to do this at their homes, but trust me, they will grow back. So this is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to get into this plant here and just get down to the core of it and just start taking branches totally out of the plant and cutting the whole thing down. And it seems like you're going to kill the plant and it's going to look rough. And actually both pruning techniques do look rough by the time you're done, but they respond very, very well to this. And so, as I say, I'm just going to cut every single branch down low to the ground. And so you can see that I've gotten in here and have taken, a big chunk of this out. Now I've gotten one done already, so why don't we walk on over and I'll show you the one that I've gotten done already. So this plant that's behind me right now, this one right here, I took and I pruned it all the way down, and it is anywhere from, say, just double up to about 6 to 8 inches tall. So this plant is going to set its buds again. We're in late April right now, so the plant hasn't actively started growing new growth yet, and that's why it's an ideal time to do this. If I were to do this in the middle of summer, the plant would not respond real well, and even doing it in late fall, it has mixed results on it. The plant over here next to me, I'm going to take this plant and I'm going to renewal prune it along with doing some shaping in the top. With doing the selective pruning on here, I'm just going to go in and take out a few of the old branches. So I'm going to go through and find some of the biggest, oldest branches and prune them out and create some holes. And what will happen is where I've made my cut inside the plant, new growth will come to from that point. So I'll take a few of the branches out of here and get started on this. And taking off, about 18 inches of growth right here. Some of the branches I'm going to take all the way down to the base of the plant and let it restart itself from the base and regrowing that way. So this is an excellent way to do dogwoods and lilacs. Viburnums is a very good way to prune a viburnum as well. If you're apprehensive about total renewal pruning, this selective pruning is an excellent way. So in this section of the plant, I took out the 3-4 big branches, and now I'm going to go through with the remaining branches and just trim it a little bit lighter and more selectively, and being careful. Where I've made my cut here, I prune out about 9 inches or so. Where I've made my cut, I have left behind quite a number of branches where this new growth will come from, and that'll fill this hole back in that I've left behind here. So I did one plant already in this grouping, and we have 4 of them here, and this plant is finished now. And so there's a few holds that I've created, but in general it's holding its shape and it's going to regrow and look great. And actually, by the time that we get to, say, the end of summer into the fall, these will be really looking dramatically different. I'll shoot some videos so you can see them at that time, but more importantly, we're making more room for our pine that's here. This is Taylor Sunburst pine, and also making room for a Londonby spruce that's here as well. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again.